Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. In this video I'm going to talk about how to tell fake streams on Spotify. Sorry for the crappy layout, but I wanted to do this quick, so let's get down to business. So let's get started with this fella who goes by a very cryptic name, and as you can see he's got some playlists, but most of them only got 1 or even 0 followers. So let's have a look at the artists featured on this playlist. For example, this guy here. He's got over 4,000 monthly listeners, but only 9 followers. And he appears on 4 playlists, all run by users with the same cryptic names. That alone is pretty odd, but most of all you can tell fake streams from the cities people listen. The same 8 cities over and over again. It's Los Angeles, West Chicago, London, Dallas, Phoenix, Buffalo, Charlotte, Sydney, and Frankfurt am Main in Germany. So let's have another closer look and do the math. As you know, this guy has 4,000 monthly listeners. And now we're gonna tot up the amount of listeners from the top 5 cities only. And that's 2,458 monthly listeners from 5 cities only. That is simply impossible and a clear indicator for fake streams. So now we're back on the playlist and we're picking another random artist. What about her? Olivia Rocks. What's she up to? Well, she's got 54,000 monthly listeners. She's on the same playlists run by users with the same cryptic names. And she's got 25,000 listeners from Phoenix alone. Almost half of their monthly listeners come from one city. So we're gonna pick another one from this playlist. Who's he? Serious M? Let's have a look. 10,000 monthly listeners. I wonder where they come from. Who's this guy anyway? I see he's a rap artist from Germany. You might want to give him props. But too bad he's featured on the same crappy playlist. 2020 USA Best Playlist. USA Best Playlist. Wow. 5,000 listeners in Phoenix. Imagine that. More than half of his listeners are from Phoenix. That's not bad for a German rapper. With German lyrics, I suppose. Look, I don't want to expose any of those artists here to ridicule. Not at all. I know you want to get your music out there. I know how hard it is. Tell me about it. I just want to throw light on this, that this is the wrong way to do it. You might impress your families and friends, but you can't fool labels, promoters, managers and bookers. They know how the wind blows. They know how to discern between fake streams and organic streams. And I'm sorry to tell you, this is just a waste of money. Plain truth. So this was one example of playlisting fraud. Here comes another one, and at first glance it seems a little more subtle, but it isn't. Let's have a look at this handsome guy over here. His name is Tom Jensen. As you can see, he runs 4 pretty big playlists. Let's check out this one with more than 30,000 followers. And again, we randomly check some of the artists featured on this playlist and the locations where their listeners are based. And there is something really fishy going on here. So please have a closer look at the first city. It's Maidstone, Great Britain. Never heard of it? Me neither. But you might suppose it's the music capital of the world. So let's ask Wikipedia. Maidstone is the largest town in Kent and its population is around about 100,000 people. So we're gonna get back to Tom Jensen's super popular playlist and check out other artists and guess where their listeners come from. This guy, for example, he is on 2 of Tom Jensen's playlists, and where people listen, of course, is Maidstone, Charlotte, Frankfurt, LA, Istanbul. You know, of course, artists are not only on these crappy playlists. Some of them are on real organic playlists, like this guy, for example. He's on High Rotation Berlin, which seems to me is a real proper organic playlist run by a real radio station. But nevertheless, 10% of his listeners are from Maidstone in Kent. And the list goes on. You know, of course, Tom Jensen is not the only crook. There are hundreds of others who just want your money and give you nothing in return but fake shit, like this guy, for example, John Miller. Yeah, and just like Tom Jensen, he runs some rather big playlists, all followed by bots. And again, we're gonna take a closer look at one of his artists, and this guy, well, I better blur him because he takes faking to a whole new level. Not only on Spotify, he's got more than 100,000 monthly listeners, and they're all coming from John Miller's playlists. As you can see, he's got 0 followers. And get this, 25,000 listeners are from Maidstone, Kent, which conversely means that a quarter of the population of Maidstone, Kent is listening to Timville. I guess not. But this guy is faking to the full extent. 19,000 followers on Instagram. But here, 16 likes, 9 likes, 0 comments on the last 2 posts. Same shit on Facebook. 500,000 followers, no likes, no comments on the last 2 posts. Seriously, dude, why? That's so not credible. But wait till you see his YouTube channel. I'm sorry for this little detour here, but this guy is a perfect example how to spot a faker. Let's check his YouTube channel. Here is one of his latest tracks. 180,000 views with just 90 likes and 16 comments. Jesus Christ! Videos with a real 100,000 views have way more than 16 comments. A video with 10,000 views only should at least have 30-40 comments. So here's another track of him where he thought he was clever and could distract from his little shenanigans. So he purchased the likes and dislikes and the comments as well. But Jesus Christ, this is even more obvious. More than 300,000 views and 1,000 likes and 200 dislikes, so the ratio at first sight seems kind of natural. And this one got 214 comments. So let's investigate the comments, and something is really suspicious here. All these people here, they have real names, no nicknames. And you know, nicknames are very common on YouTube. And when you look at the comments, what they say, what they write, they even use the same words. They post the exact same comments. This is so ridiculous. Dude, everything about your web appearance is pure fake. I say it again, I don't want to poke fun at you. You do it yourself. Do you think we're all stupid or what? And now that I get back to your Spotify profile, you got 876 followers, and an hour ago it was 0. You see, I'm doing this video to create some sort of awareness and to prevent artists from throwing their money down the drain. Because all that you get in return is shit. It's worth nothing. And I sincerely hope it reaches some of you and that you think twice before you submit your music to this god-awful playlist. It's a ripoff, it's scam. But how does this scam work? So here are email addresses where you can send your music to, and I want to do this. I'm gonna invest a minute now to produce the crappiest piece of music ever, and I'm gonna send it to one of the playlisters. Let's go. Okay, now we do a quick mastering for this masterpiece. Furthermore, we need a SoundCloud profile and a nice SoundCloud profile picture. And then we upload our shitty piece of music to SoundCloud. We call it The F Detective, John Miller is a Crook, and then we send it to John Miller. And we didn't wait longer than 20 minutes for John Miller's reply, and he wrote that he would love to add this piece of shit with a track title, John Miller is a Crook, to one of his playlists, and now he wants my money. Shame on you, John Miller. Shame on you, Tom Jensen, and all the other frauds out there. Of course, there are real organic playlists out there, and there's nothing wrong about submitting your music to them. But as soon as they guarantee you a spot on their playlist for money, you can be sure that this is a scam. Let's come to an end. Thanks for watching. I hope I could deliver insight into playlist fraud and fake streams. And no offense to Tinville, your music is super awesome, of course, but excuse me, you were the perfect example for proving my point here. Share, like, comment, subscribe, but if not, it's okay. Have a nice one.